Hello dear children, in today's session we will be learning what is a pulley and what are the types of pulleys. There we will be discussing what is a single fixed pulley, what is a single movable pulley, and we will be calculating their mechanical advantage and velocity ratio, and finally we will discuss the even efficiency and their use. Dear children, before getting to the topic, let us recall what actually a pulley, how it is made up of with actually. Children, one very important thing is that actually pulley means you no need to think about that only pulley will be using only a laboratory purpose or a scientific purpose. It is not that. Of course, nowadays we are using for a construction purpose. But when you go to the villages, dear children, still now also what will happen? They'll be taking water from well. That's very clear. But do you think that they'll be taking water from like this with a rope and a bucket? It is not that. So there you can see the arrangement setup of pulley. What actually pulley is? Children, look at here. So pulley is simply it is a circular disc. It is simply what it is a circular disc, but at its edge it is grooved. Grooved means what actually? So it will be like this little bit. So that what will happen? There will be grip to hold the thread which is passing over that pulley. But with what material it is made up of? Children, it is not compulsory that pulley should be made up of with metal only. It's not that. So pulley, it might be made up of with metal or wood, even plastic also. So it might be made up of with a plastic, it might be made up of with even wood, it might be made up of with even metal also. So in exam, if they'll ask you to write what actually pulley is, define pulley, what we have to write? You can write a circular disc made up of with metal or wood, anything with grooved edge or grooved rim is called pulley. So look at here. So pulley seems to be like this. So here this is a circular disc, it is a circular disc, and it is arranged in, this is called metallic frame. It is metallic frame. So it is arranged in metallic frame such a way that, so one axis like this axis might be made of with metal or wood also. So it will be passing through the center of this pulley such a way that the pulley is being rotated around that axis which is passing through its center. So children, look at here. So here three parts which we can say that one is metallic frame, another is axis of rotation, and it is a circular disc. Now we will see what are the types of pulley. There first we will be discussing about single fixed pulley. Single fixed pulley. But dear children, on what base we are classifying pulleys into fixed pulley and movable pulley? Just it is based on whether axis of rotation is movable or not. So based on whether axis of rotation is movable or not, pulleys are classified into two groups, single fixed pulleys and single movable pulleys. Now let us see how actually single fixed pulley seems to be. Children, here is rigid support. So children, this side here is the load. This will be load such a way that this side we will apply the effort. So children, single fixed pulley actually seems to be like this. So what is single fixed pulley? Children, the pulley whose axis of rotation is fixed. The pulley whose axis of rotation is not movable. So here what is actually axis of rotation means? Children, just it is a two-dimensional one. You have to imagine actually axis will be passing like this. Axis will be passing. So this axis is not at all moving, either vertically upwards or downwards. So the pulley whose axis of rotation is fixed is called single fixed pulley. Now let us try to calculate what is the mechanical advantage of single fixed pulley, and what is the velocity ratio, and what is the efficiency of the single fixed pulley, and finally what is the purpose of the single fixed pulley. Now let us see, dear children. So whenever effort is applied on this string, what happens, dear children? Here tension will be acting. That too, tension is always pulling force acting vertically towards the point of suspension. So that is, tension will be acting vertical upwards. So in this segment of the string also, tension will be acting vertical upwards only. Here you may get one doubt actually. Sir, though these are the two segments of the string, why are we taking tension same? Here is T only, here is T only. Why not here T1, why not here T2? Of course, actually practically it should be T1 and T2 only. But the reason is that we are taking such a way that it is a massless string. First point, of course, practically it is not possible, only it is an ideal case only. It is a massless string and at the same time it is a frictionless pulley. Dear children, here one funny thing is that just because friction is present between pulley and strings, then only what happens, the pulley will be rotating. But what are we assuming? What is our assumption? Our assumption is it is frictionless pulley. So seems to be it is funny only, but such a pulley is not possible practically. It is just ideal concept only. Okay children, fine. So here when effort is moved vertically downward direction, we are pulling it vertically downwards. So in the place of load, you can imagine a bucket happens, the bucket will be moving vertically up or upwards. So we are pulling downwards, it is moving upwards. So here effort is always downwards, whereas load will be moving. Children, the displacement of the load will be moving vertically upwards only. But one very important thing which you should not forget, what is that? Load is nothing but what, children? The gravitational pull. So load direction will be downwards only. Load direction is downward. Children, don't get confused. Don't get confused here. Load direction is downwards only, but it is moving. It is displaced opposite to the effort direction. This is very, very, very important. In single fixed pulley, effort direction, that is effort displacement and load displacement, both will be in opposite direction. Now let us try to calculate first mechanical advantage. Children, we know that mechanical advantage is equal to load by effort. Load by effort. Children, in equilibrium, effort is balanced by tension, load is balanced by tension. So that is what here effort is equal to T, and here even load also is equal to T only. Now you substitute in the place of load and effort, you can substitute T and T. Then what do we get here? Mechanical advantage is equal to, it is T by T, gets cancelled. So here mechanical advantage is equal to, what did we get, children? We got 1. Children, if mechanical advantage is equal to 1, what is its purpose? Its purpose is to change the direction of effort applied. Children, once again let us recall, if mechanical advantage is greater than 1, it acts like a force multiplier. If mechanical advantage is less than 1, it acts like a speed multiplier. But here whereas the single fixed pulley mechanical advantage is 1, which means what? It is used to change the direction of effort applied. Means it is neither acts like a force multiplier nor acts like a speed multiplier. It is just used to change the direction of effort applied. Now let us calculate velocity ratio. The second one is velocity ratio. Children, let us recall once, what is the velocity ratio? It is a ratio between effort displacement to the load displacement. Even we can take it is a ratio between effort velocity to the load velocity. So look at here. For suppose that it is displaced x, then what will happen, dear children? This load is raised vertical upwards by same displacement. Means here if effort is pulled downwards 2 meters, then load vertically raised by 2 meters only. Why it is the same? Because it is inextensible string. The displacement of effort and the displacement load will be same only. That is here in this case, displacement effort is x only, displacement of load also x only. So both gets cancelled. So here velocity ratio is equal to 1. Dear children, here if you can look at here, mechanical advantage is equal to 1 only, velocity ratio is equal to 1 only. But there is a misconception, dear children. What is the misconception here? Yes, mechanical advantage is always equal to velocity ratio. So this is not possible in all cases. Only in ideal cases, only in the case of ideal machine only what happens, mechanical advantage is always equal to velocity ratio. But whereas in practical case, in actual case, what happens here, dear children? Mechanical advantage is always less than that of the velocity ratio. That is what actually we have to remember. So whatever we are discussing, dear children, that is only ideal case. That is the reason why are we getting two same values. Now let us see the efficiency of the single fixed pulley. Children, efficiency is equal to, that is mechanical advantage by velocity ratio. Now let us substitute the values. So mechanical advantage is equal to 1 only we got, velocity ratio also we got 1 only. That is efficiency is equal to 1. Even if you want to express in a percentage, it will be 100%. And dear children, efficiency of actual machine or practical machine can never be 100%. It is always less than 100%, because always a friction will be present. To overcome the friction, some amount of energy must be sent for that actually. But here, why did we get N is equal to, efficiency is equal to 1 or efficiency equal to 100%? Because it is ideal case. So now let us review once again about single fixed pulley. What is single fixed pulley? The pulley whose axis of rotation is fixed is called single fixed pulley. First point. And the second part, what we have to remember here, effort direction, load direction, always opposite. Third one, mechanical advantage is equal to 1 only, velocity ratio is equal to 1 only. That's what it is used to change the direction of effort applied. Okay children, just you copy it. Now we will discuss what is a single movable pulley and we will try to calculate its mechanical advantage and velocity ratio. Single movable pulley. Now let us see. First of all, how the single movable pulley. Children, look at here. Here is rigid support. Here is load is attached. That is load. Children, don't forget that load direction. I am not talking about displacement. Load direction is always downwards. Actually, if you will forget to mark this direction, you will lose 1 mark. That's very, very important. So, load direction, children, I am not talking about displacement. Don't get confused. Load direction is always vertically downwards only. Okay, fine. Now, this is the point where we will be applying the effort. This is effort we are applying. So, dear children, so whenever effort is applied, then what will happen? A tension will come into play. But what is the direction of tension in this case, dear children? So, here is tension will be acting here vertical upwards, that is the tension here, and here opposite to this displacement. So, it will be tension T1 will be acting. Now, first, what is single movable pulley, dear children? So, here when we are, okay, here is effort. So, when try to pull this thread, rope vertical upwards, what will happen? Don't you think that this entire setup is moving vertical upwards? Of course, which means what? So, here axis of rotation will be here like this. So, as it is a 2-dimensional, just you have to imagine this is axis of rotation. Is the axis of rotation. So, axis of rotation is moving upwards. Means what? In this case, the axis of rotation is movable. So, the pulley whose axis of rotation is movable is called single movable pulley. Now, let us try to calculate what is the mechanical advantage of the single movable pulley. First one, dear children. First one, mechanical advantage. So, mechanical advantage is nothing but it is load by effort only. Children, in equilibrium, effort is balanced with the tension, that is E is equal to T. But whereas a load is balanced by tension developed in the 2 segments of the string. Here you may get one doubt. How? Just let us see a small example, dear children. So, here is let us say one block such that one person is pulling downwards. Let us say person A is pulling downwards. And here 2 persons, person B, person C, both are pulling upwards. Try to understand each other. Person A pulling this object downwards. Person B and C both together they are pulling upwards, such a way that the block is not moving. The block is in equilibrium. The block isn't at stable. Which means what, dear children? The force applied by the person A is equal to the force applied by this person B and C, isn't it? So, try to understand. So, same concept you can apply here also. So, here the load which is acting vertically downwards is equal to the sum of the tensions developed in these 2 segments of the strings, isn't it? So, what can we write now? We can write load is equal to T plus T. That is, it is 2T. Now, you can substitute here. So, here mechanical advantage is equal to 2T by T. So, T gets cancelled. So, that is here mechanical advantage is equal to 2. That is what? Greater than 1. It is greater than 1. Children, so already just we discussed if mechanical advantage is greater than 1, it acts like a force multiplier. So, single movable pulley acts like a force multiplier. It's very, very important. Now, let us calculate its velocity ratio. Children, what is the velocity ratio formula? Velocity ratio is equal to effort displacement by load displacement. Effort displacement by load displacement. Now, children, suppose this load is raised. Just you think that here we have one load in front of us and we are lifting vertical upwards such a way that it is displaced by x. It is displaced by x. Then what will happen here, children? So in these two segments of the string, in this segment the string is loosened by x and here also it is loosened by x. So x plus x, that will be added and this effort will move vertically to x displacement. Which means what? If the load is moved, raised upwards by 1 meter, then effort is displaced by vertical upwards 2 meters. Which means what? Always effort displacement is double than that of the displacement of the load. If not, in some textbooks it will be given like this. How? The displacement of the load is always equal to the half of the displacement of the effort. Of course, both are same only. So, now let us see here. So, effort displacement is 2x, it is x cancel. Then here it is velocity ratio is equal to 2. Velocity ratio is equal to 2. As the velocity ratio is equal to, it acts like a force multiplier only. Now, the third one is what, children? Efficiency we need to calculate. Efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage by it is velocity ratio. So, as mechanical advantage and velocity ratio we got same, that is 2 by 2 only. Obviously, efficiency is equal to 1 or even we can write it as a 100%. So, dear children, once again let us review about single movable pulley. What is single movable pulley? The pulley whose axis of rotation is movable is called single movable pulley. Children, here one important thing which we have to notice. In the case of single fixed pulley, as effort is moving downwards, load is moving upwards. But whereas in this case, effort will be moving upwards only, load also moving upwards only. Which means what? The displacement of load, displacement of effort is in the same direction. And its mechanical advantage and the velocity ratio is 2 only. So, it acts like a force multiplier. And finally, its efficiency is 100% only. But dear children, though single movable pulley acts like a force multiplier, there is a small problem with a single movable pulley. What is the problem? Just observe the diagram, dear children. In which direction we are applying the effort? Vertically upwards we are applying. Dear children, do you think that it is a convenient to apply the force vertically upwards? Just imagine a situation where you have to take out the water from a well. In one case, a bucket will be there, just you will be applying the effort downwards. In the second case, you will be applying the effort vertical upwards. So, in which case you will be more comfortable, we will be more comfortable? Of course, we all will tell that the case where we will applying the effort vertically downwards. But whereas in this case, we will be applying the effort vertically upwards only. So, this is a problem. To overcome this problem, what do we do? So, to overcome that problem, dear children, we will combine single movable pulley with single fixed pulley. Then you may get a one doubt. Sir, okay, it is fine. We are going to combine single movable pulley with a single fixed pulley. It is fine only. But as we are going to combine single fixed pulley with a single movable pulley, will there be any change in its mechanical advantage? Will there be change any its like a velocity ratio? Means that we have to see, dear children. So, now we will discuss how can we combine single movable pulley with a single fixed pulley. Then will there be any change in its mechanical advantage and velocity ratio? Just you copy this, then we will be talking about the combination. So, now we will be discussing a single movable pulley with single fixed pulley. And then let us see whether will there be any change in its mechanical advantage or will there be change in its velocity ratio or whether it acts like a force multiplier or a speed multiplier or it is used to change the direction of effort. So, there are the questions which will be coming to our mind. This we can answer all these two questions with the diagram with the simplification. What are we going to do? Let us see the children here. So, here is rigid support, load, here is load. Children, in exam they may ask you, the diagram will be given like this and it will be given, it is A and it is B. So, which one is single fixed pulley and which one is single movable pulley. So, no doubt about it, this B is single fixed pulley and here A is single movable pulley. So dear children, so this is a point where we will be applying the effort. So here tension will be acting upwards only, here and here tension only. So here also tension will be acting vertically upwards only. So this is how actually we can combine the single fixed pulley with the single movable pulley. Now what is our doubt? Will there be any change in its mechanical advantage or velocity ratio? So we need to calculate. If you want to calculate that, first we need to know what is the effort and what is the load in this case. Children, first let us see. Let us calculate mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage is equal to, it's a load by effort. Children, always will talk in the case in an equilibrium condition only. In equilibrium, so here effort is balanced by tension. So no doubt about this. It is a effort is equal to tension. That is fine. Then what about load? As already just we discussed. What is that? Children, here we forgot one important thing. What is that? The direction. You must show the load direction vertically downwards. That is fine. So in equilibrium, dear children, the load is balanced by the tensions developed in two segments of the string. It is very important. That is what load is equal to T plus T. That is 2T. So here load is equal to 2 plus T plus T, that is 2T. So it will be mechanical advantage is equal to 2T by T. Gets cancelled. So mechanical advantage is equal to T only. Mechanical advantage is equal to T only. So there is no change. What is the mechanical advantage of single movable pulley? 2 only. So the combination is what? The combination also, the mechanical advantage is 2 only. Now let us see velocity ratio. Children, velocity ratio is equal to what? Effort displacement by load displacement. Effort displacement by load displacement. So load is raised vertically upwards by x displacement. Then what will happen? These two segments both will be loosened by x. That is, it is loosened by x, it is loosened by x. In result, what will happen? X plus x. So here effort will move vertically downwards 2x. So that is, it is effort displacement. So effort displacement is x only, and here load displacement, effort displacement is 2x and load displacement is x only. So here you can substitute here, that is 2x by x. Both gets cancelled, that is velocity ratio is equal to 2 only. Velocity ratio is equal to 2 only. So children, now let us recall the mechanical advantage and velocity ratio of single movable pulley. So the single movable pulley velocity ratio is 2 only, mechanical advantage is 2 only. So here also we got 2 only, which means what? When you combine single movable pulley with single fixed pulley, its mechanical advantage and velocity ratio won't get affected. Even let us see efficiency also, dear children. So that is efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage by velocity ratio. So it is 2 by 2 only. Both get cancelled. So efficiency is equal to 1, or even it is 100%. So mechanical advantage, velocity ratio, efficiency, both are not getting affected. But what is the advantage? Now look at here. In which direction we are applying the effort? Effort we are applying downward direction. So as we are combining single movable pulley with the single fixed pulley, so it is not at all getting affected. It acts like a force multiplier only. So dear children, this combination also can act like a force multiplier only. But the plus point is that effort will be acting vertically downward direction. Okay dear children, just copy it. It's very, very important. Children, let us see the difference between single fixed pulley, single movable pulley. Just in a single picture, let us see. Dear children, so in the case of single fixed pulley, what is its axis of rotation? Axis of rotation is fixed. Its axis of rotation is fixed. And what about in the case of single movable pulley? Its axis of rotation is movable. Axis of rotation is movable. Fine. And what about mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage of single fixed pulley is 1. Single movable pulley is 2. And the velocity ratio of single fixed pulley is 1 and a movable pulley is 2. And what about used, dear children? Single fixed pulley used to change of effort applied. Then what about single movable pulley? It is used as a force multiplier. It is used as a force multiplier. And the last one, very important. In the case of single fixed pulley, dear children, effort and load direction. Case of single fixed pulley, effort and load both are opposite in direction. Whereas in the case of single movable pulley, the displacement of effort and the load both are in a same direction. Just you copy it. So this is what actually today's session, today's discussion is all about pulleys and types of pulleys. So in next session, dear children, we are going to discuss about the combination of pulleys. Thank you so much. All the very best.